Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
A summer love is beautiful, but it's not enough to satisfy emotions that are shared between us. A winter love is cozy, but I need so much more. It just intensifies my wants to have a love that endures. Oh no.
'Cause every time I close my eyes, I think of you. And no matter what the season ends, I still love you. With all my heart, I wanna be with you. Wherever you are, I only think of you. On two occasions. And that's day and night.
And night.
I'd go for broke if I could be with you. Only can make it right.
Whoa, ha, ha, whoa, ha, 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 whoa, ha, 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 whoa, ha, whoa, ha, 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 whoa, ha.
Whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha ha. Whoa ha 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 ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha ha.
Whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha ha.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. Featuring Janet Jackson.
Mariah posts babies, nigga. Mariah's mama.
AKA. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jaden XD.
Hi.
I'm your host XD, aka There's a Cell in My Boots.
I'm Jade, aka Mariah's mean ass, hateful ass, emotionally abusive mama.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You know, her audiobook was so, and I specifically say audiobook and not just her book, but her
like Michelle
audiobook.
Obama's Becoming. I'm sorry.
Boring. Snooze fest.
Only thing made it palatable was that audiobook. I grew up on a street in Illinois called Green Street. Green Street was a quiet street. We were a mid-suburban black family, not rich, not poor, somewhere in between. I played the piano. I had a big brother. I loved him so much. Let me not do Shelley like that. Let me not do Shelley like that. She has some good stuff in the book, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know listeners all have to deal with this. You know when you have to switch over from the regular to the 5G?
Oh, I don't.
Oh, sorry for you and your rich people internet.
I endured long and hard, nigga. My like, we deserve this.
Oh well, yeah. Ours, yeah. Our internet is still run by like like on the Flintstones where they had like people like turning things with their feet.
Yes.
That's exactly who
like
Spectrum
Spirit
is
Airlines.
run by. That's exactly what Spectrum is. And they always want to blame it on like wildfires, and it's just like, yeah, no,
Yeah, bitch, but nah. But no,
like, yeah, no.
Because at some point you got to be better. You can't just keep blaming the same system. Ain't that what y'all say to us?
Right. No offense, but you know the shit was coming.
Like, nah.
Like,
well, you can't blame slavery forever. Actually, I can, bitch. Thank you.
Yes, I can. There was one time where Mark and our other friend Aaron, and we were walking down the streets of Soho, and so Aaron and Mark were walking hand in hand, pushing white people out the way. Where it's like, move, slavery.
Mark, that is ignorant. That is ignorant. That's like my one homegirl who always goes to the self-checkout line, and like every third item she'd be like, reparations, and she put it in the bag.
I mean, TBH.
I remember one time we was at the store, I was like, bitch, you stealing. She's like, no, bitch, I'm not. This is reparations. I was like, you right.
Yes, which is also stealing.
It's stealing, bitch. And when you scream reparations at the door, don't expect my black ass to go down with you.
Right.
I do a lot of shit, bitch, but I don't steal from the store.
Right.
I steal from corporations. Much easier to get away with.
Yeah. Embezzle.
Entities.
Right. How was your week?
I had to think about that.
Right.
Oh, it was good. It was I'm working on this balancing act. We do a lot of recording. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of help from my mother-in-law and my in-laws and my family. So, but I'm like, no, I would like to, like, I got to be Beyonce, right? Like, she's got to be at the rehearsals, and I have to also, do the fun stuff. So it has been a full balancing act of activity with work. So I'm exhausted, but it's been great. We took her to the little amusement park. Then we got to make sure we strategically do everything outside. So took her to the amusement park. You know what I'm saying? A small one, okay? Luna Park. And stayed masked up too. I don't give a fuck what they tell you niggas you can do outside or in. So we did that, and then, she'll go to her cousins, and she's been able to have little, summer sleepovers and shit. And then she'll come back, and we did Pixar Putt-Putt. So Pixar has this traveling pop-up, so it's here until October. And each hole, it's 18 holes. Each hole is a different Pixar movie theme. So they got the Ratatouille. They got like 4 different Toy Story ones. They have like the Finding Nemo. They have a Soul. They have it Inside Out. Like, it's super cute. They have a Coco where you have to like. You have to keep the ball on the guitar strings, and then it makes a noise as it goes.
Oh,
They have an up, so like everybody in your party, you hit your balls into the house, and then they crank the thing, and the house floats up, and it goes over, and then it drops your balls, and then you gotta go over and try to get them in the hole. But it's so cute. It's a cute pop up. And I actually had trouble getting my tickets emailed because of a typo I found out later. If you try, just make sure you all don't put @fmail on stuff by accident. These goddamn nails. So I'm like, bitch, I'm still trying to navigate. So I hit them up though at Pixar Putt-Putt. I hit them up, and I was like, I hit them up on Twitter and on email, and they got back to me rather quickly. and got everything rectified. So we had a really good time. So if you're in New York, go check out Pixar Putt Putt. This is not an ad. Like, I did this shit on my own. I bought tickets. But Pixar Putt Putt, if you want to hit your girl up and you don't think I'm too vile and raunchy. I have a kid, so I won't cuss while she's around too much.
Virginia put out a press release concerning Happy Gilmore being thrown off the tour. I want to see a draft by 6 p.m.
You're right. He was out of line. His behavior is completely unacceptable. But you know, golf has been waiting for a player like this.
But yes, so it was a good time. Pixar Putt Putt. So it's been cute, you know, and then we've been doing like the beach, and we've been doing, you know, Noah had a little performance with our homegirl Siobhan on the boardwalk. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
yes, I saw.
At Rockaway Beach. You know what I'm saying? Your girl she performed house music, a house song. Got her first tip. This black lady came up to her and gave her some money. Shout out to Siobhan. That's the homie. I love her. And yeah, it's been good. It's been a lot of like balancing the summer activities with, you know, trying to still work through it, and then, you know, gearing up, you know, because niggas have a variety show coming out. So, you know, we've been working on that in between all of that. When you won't be sending nasty ass comments on the Patreon, you don't even know niggas is trying to like clown juggle right now.
Right.
Clown. How was your week?
Oh my goodness, it was busy. Just work-related stuff as we're getting ready for the show. This whole visual experience we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been so tired. I've just been, and not like in like a I'm drained, I need vacation, which I do, but it's more of like I don't know if, you know, this getting older thing. Like, I feel like I find myself sleeping less and less. Mm-hmm. And it's like,
wake up earlier, you pee more.
It's like I purposely do not drink any liquids at least 2 to 4 hours before I rest my head upon these pillows. And what happens? I gotta piss like fucking 4 times. Like, what is wrong with me? Do I have diabetes?
I cuss my bladder out every morning at 5:45, between 5:45 and 6:30. That's her alarm. And me and this bitch I'm like, ain't you tired? Don't you want to stay asleep? Like, what the fuck?
Right. And like, I've gotten over this fact of like trying to wait until the very last minute. Because I'm like, I've learned that when I was younger, I learned that if as soon as I feel it, just get up and go, bitch. You don't have to open your eyes and just go lay back down. It's fine. But that hasn't been working for me lately. So it's like, now I'll go lay back down. Just like,
oh, listen, let me tell you something. No shame. And this is not the shame that white people have been having a lack of lately, where they have decided to tell everybody on God's green earth that they are filthy. But, and don't bathe. This is not that kind of shit. I have just had to come to accept that in my older years, in my geriatric age, I'm just going to be part of the Poisey Posse. Because I was a kid who held my pee. As much as I was told don't do it. Then I stopped holding my pee, but then I started holding my pee again when I got that public bathroom phobia. You know, and I'll go if it is a dire emergency, but outside of that, like, I really hate peeing in public. I hate it. And so, Poisey Posse in the future, stand up. Maybe they'll come up with a science by then.
Depends, gang. Brett.
Depends, banda, gang. Like, you know, and I don't care for any unsolicited advice about how, like, I am fully well aware. I have just taken accountability for my, you know, my being.
Yeah, trust and believe. I don't want you guys to tell me, I need to, lick 3 snails and put salt behind my shoulder, so I could get a full night's rest. You know what I mean? I'm just sharing that I'm old and my incontinence issues. That's all I
Don't
just want to
cite the
come on here and
magic to
share.
bewitch. I was there when it was written.
It's already in the recipe. It's already baked. The cake is already baked.
Bitch, you gonna give me some advice on some shit I did when I was 8. Like, fuck out of here. What you want?
You know I hate unsolicited advice. I'm telling you.
You hate
it gives
it.
people jaundice. I wish people
Well, have
would
you
stop.
tried? No, you know what? And I realize I'm like sometimes some unsolicited advice is actually like the lady who told me like, sister, McKinleyville, sundown. I was like, no. Thank you for hollering that out. I need to know these kind of things. It's unsolicited, useless advice that I hate.
Yes.
Like, bitch, don't tell me no obvious shit like to take ibuprofen because I hate you. Like,
Yeah,
why the fuck
that's
don't you
what
think I thought of some basic ass shit like that myself, you simple bitch?
Or just ask me. I've always tell people, I'm like, would you like my advice? Or would you like...
Also that.
You know, may I give you some advice about this? So you give the person, license.
Mind if I share? Right, but don't. It's like unsolicited, useless advice that I absolutely can't stand.
And niggas be so excited to share it.
Like, y'all be so hyped to tell somebody to take a Tylenol, bitch. Like, that's not, like, 101. Fuck out it. Like, stop. Well, have you checked Amazon? No, I've not checked motherfucking Amazon where you can get everything under the whole God's green earth. Like, don't give me useless, obvious fucking advice.
Right.
It will irritate me.
A couple of announcements.
It's business time, y'all.
Well, the time has come for our dreams to be heard. They will not be pushed aside or burned. Or whatever she said and listen.
Oh, I was about to quote Alice in Wonderland.
You can learn a lot of things from the flowers.
Yeah.
In the golden afternoon. But Jada XD variety show.
This is where Abe goes.
Yeah. It's exciting. We have a new website. We have new photographs, new
Let me look at it.
art. A whole bunch of cool things. So like we've said before, Jade and I shot a short comedy film a few months ago.
Yeah.
And we want to show it to you all. But in order to do that, you need to go on jadenxd.com and sign up and register.
Yeah.
So you can get more information on how to see it. When it comes out on September 18th, a Saturday, it'll be a live event for you all to come to for free. Yes, for free. It's not a ticketed event.
No.
We just want you to come and RSVP because we know we have some things to give out and stuff. So,
Kind of.
yeah. So come on over to jadenxd.com and RSVP so you can join the live party with Jade and myself and 2 special hosts. And we're having a good time on September 18th.
Absolutely. I can't wait. XD and I worked hard on this, and we are pretty damn proud of it, even if we're the only 2, because we put a lot of work in, and it's really a fulfilling thing when you make something happen yourselves, and we really built this little baby. We built this no pun intended with the other nigga, but
oh God, no.
We built this little machine.
We built this city. Our negativity.
Yeah.
They sucking us, right? Let's get it rockin', y'all. Diplomats, on these blocks, we hustle.
So that's it. I'm proud of us, and we really appreciate you all for your constant support. Many of you begrudgingly came over to Spotify where we were exclusive there, which shows your loyalty. And, and then you publicly praised when you were able to get rid of it, but you've been rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? You've been rocking with us. You've been supporting us, and we are super, super grateful that y'all have really been rocking with us. Like, we have been just pushing this little Jaden XD boat along for some time. I'd like to liken us to the Bubba Gump shrimp boat. You know what I'm saying? We started off as a little paddle boat, nigga, with a net. And then, we just start to grow more and more and catch more and more shrimp. And, niggas is ready to have a cruise line. So we appreciate you all for growing with us. And we can't wait to bring you this new era of Jaden XD and see what else happens with it.
Yeah. Super dope. There is more announcements and exclusives only for Patreon users.
Yeah.
So go subscribe to our Patreon, $7 holla.
That's right. Here we go with this bullshit. For those who's grumbling, it's on the Patreon. $7.
Just take it. Just take it. Just take it. Hey? $7? The fuck, man? This isn't enough. What are you, 6 years old? It's all I have. That's all I have. Well, you better think of something quickly, all right? My back! No. My back, cop!
Yeah, $7 holla. And also join our Discord. There's conversations. Yeah. Our Discord is where the mess lives. That's where the Jaden XD community comes together to hate shit just like we do. Although sometimes you're a little bit worse than we are.
Oh, no. It actually, when I, for instance, when we do the live watch senior events, which, by the way, is exclusive for Patreon users, that's where, so to access all the information on our live watch sessions, which are a good time. Sometimes I get drunk by accident.
And sometimes I say mean things.
And all the time y'all say worse things, and it actually it just makes me feel better knowing that our audience is worse than we are, because sometimes I go back and be like, damn, did I go too far? Not often, but
True.
I realize that a lot of y'all are way worse than we are.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
It's
honestly,
it's comforting.
Yeah, it's warming. It's like a hug.
Yeah. But then it's like they came here, they're like, oh, we found our community. And I'm like, so does that make us, like, y'all are hateful and maybe you appear to be more, but are we really like the Osiris of this shit because they feel like this is the evil ass hub to find the rest of their hateful ass crew?
Oh my gosh, we're like the Lipstick Alley podcast.
Never. Speaking of mean people.
Oh my gosh, yes. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I had to get off Twitter. I expect people to not always be kind, to name call. I don't expect that from people who call themselves Christians, right? Who claim to have the Holy Spirit, who should bear the fruits of the Holy Spirit, which are kindness, love.
And we're black. Yeah. So I have, before we talk about what we're supposed to talk about, I love that we could just get on here and just chat.
I'm like, what is supposed to these days? That seems like loose.
Yeah. I mean, we just, it's our show. We do whatever we want because why? It's our show. I have you're a part of the community, so I guess you could understand where I'm coming from here.
Thank you.
I don't know how to be sensitive when I talk about this. I understand why topping is for young people.
Why? Because it exerts a lot of energy?
Yeah, it's a lot of energy, bro. I see. Listen, that's why gays after 35 all become bottoms. Why? Because all you just have to do is lay there.
No, that's real. Because,
it's
you
great.
know, and no, this is not a promotion of the starfish. If you don't know what a starfish is, just look at a starfish. For those who just lay there. This is not a promotion of that laziness, but you know, sometimes you be tired.
Yeah.
You know, times your nigga gets into bed and it's 4:30 in the morning.
It's always 4:30 in the morning.
Oh my God, right? Like the Jesus Christ, are you a bat, nigga? So you a fucking possum.
It's
so you know it might be like
tap.
that 3:45, 4:30, 3:30, that 45-minute window right there, okay? And that 3/4 of a pie. And you be good and in your sleep. And here they go. You know, it might be a tap. It might be a dick in between your butt cheeks. Who knows? But, you know, I find that in those times, you know, there are times when I'm ready to get buck. Woohoo! And then there are times in which I be like, I'm going to turn this way. And I just want you to catch this from the side. So that once we're done, I'll go do my old lady pee-pee, and then I'm going straight back to sleep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just be like, girl, I'm just gonna here. Leave me. Let me know when you finish.
Yeah. I had to have a serious conversation one time. I was like, bro, let me explain something. I'm never going to be any good at 4:30 in the morning. Like, I'm just, like, you're never, like, it's never going to be movies. I'm not going to wake up and all of a sudden be like, nigga, I am sleep. I am knocked at that point. And so, you know, we just have to find alternative methods in which to make this work at such hours.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. That was on my heart.
I feel you.
Oh, but I want to give a shout out. I haven't done that in a long time.
I love a shout out.
To Andrea Pitter Campbell.
Okay.
She doesn't know who I am, but she will know who we are at some point. Uh-oh. She is the winner of Amazon's Making the Cut Season 2.
Ooh.
A black woman whose shop is in Bed-Stuy.
With the wedding dresses.
Yes, Pantora, right? So, like, and she's, like, from Crown Heights. And so she won. So she won a Millie, which is... Drag Race needs to up the step they pussies up for real.
I mean, yeah, especially as much money as RuPaul got. Like, stop it.
Right. Well, especially because from all the fracking. So, like...
Oh, my God. I watched that episode of Veep last night, but anyway, go ahead.
Oh, so you finally started Veep.
Mm-hmm. I'm on season 3. Yeah.
We're going to talk about that in a second. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So she won $1 million. She won, you know, an exclusive collection with Amazon, you know, whatever. And then 3 years of retail space in downtown LA.
Oh, and Kay.
Which I'm like, that's more than the $1 million shit.
Yeah, that's cute for her.
Right. I
and
was
then
like,
she's gonna
black
get
women.
dumb opportunities in between.
I was like, black women.
Don't forget us over here in Brooklyn, Queen, when you're over in LA in their perfect fucking weather.
Yeah.
And don't do the hips. Don't get the hips.
No, I mean, she's a Jamaican woman.
Oh, yeah, no. She's grounded.
And, like, her husband got locked, so she got a baby named Inika.
She's grounded. She knows thyself.
Yeah, she's not.
Good. I love
her stuff is cute if you go on Amazon. And then
Wait, it's already for sale? Mm-hmm. Wait, let me go look. Hold on.
Go on Amazon.com and then search Making the Cut store.
Amazon, but let me...
Yeah, listen, Amazon. I know we're supposed to hate Amazon because, we're not supposed to like billionaires.
Yeah, capitalism. We're socialists.
Yeah, all that. But,
she got her own store. Okay. Now, wait a minute, Queen. Oh, I likes this top. That's cute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I might have to just buy... Wait a minute. Hold on. But you have to know which... You got to get the right season. Oh, is it just these 3 items?
No. She has like a whole thing. If you go to like the winter store, I think it says Andrea P store.
Okay, hold on. Okay, now let's do this. You're not invited. Okay, Andrea P.
Or no, just look up Making the Cut.
I did, but then it took me to like Joshua and Making the Cut. Winning Looks.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And if you go to episode 8, because that's the last for season 2.
Okay, episode 8. Oh, she got pants and okay, all right. Okay, not you, Lucy or Joshua. We're looking for Andrea. Oh no, this is cute. This is a cute button up now. Wait a minute. Oh, that's really cute. Wait, where's the rest of her stuff?
Oh, let me go to you. Let me send you the link.
Send me a link. You know how I am.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I'll be lost.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Okay, this shirt has the nerve to be cute.
Yeah. They have really cute stuff on here. Anywho,
send me a link.
I did.
Okay, here.
But yeah, everybody should go buy Andrea. It's not Andrea, because there's a Latina girl in there from Colombia named Andrea.
Okay,
so
here we go. Shop Pantora.
Yeah. So I call her Black Drea, and the other one's Spendria.
Wait a minute.
Told you, girl. It's cute.
Oh, wait.
And for the men folk, if you go to season 1 and you get into Johnny Coda, they got some cute shit for men too. Listen.
Oh, this is cute, mamas.
Chris Rogers and I be on adventures through television, be finding gems.
Y'all do. Y'all find the gems. Oh, I might have to get this dress.
Yes. I think, and there's also a dress that you might like from Gary Graham. He's one of the finalists. I also think he has autism too. But either way, which, shout out to the disabled folk. And his dresses were amazing. But yeah, Pantora, she's got it.
And if Heidi Klum says so, that's right. Brooklyn's own Andrea Pitter is the winner. She not only gets $1 million to invest in her brand, but she'll be opening up a store in Los Angeles. And before she's whisked off to California, she's with us this morning. Congratulations, Andrea! You make us all so proud. You're gorgeous. I don't know where you're broadcasting from, but it looks fantastic.
Yes, let me see which. Okay, I think I can do a medium in that.
Yeah. And they're all fairly affordable.
Wait a minute, not her having the try before you buy option attached.
Listen, I'm telling you,
a queen.
Amazon is, it's evil.
A queen.
But,
it
is what it is.
But, if we can promote and shop these black queens.
Right.
Then, we can only do but so much.
Oh, absolutely.
And y'all know how we feel over here, Jaden next to
Right. I don't like the shit.
Y'all know how we feel.
Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, do you think...
Socialists.
Right. But I feel like that's most people.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
They're just not self-aware enough to say it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you know, that's what makes people, you know, stand out above the rest.
Yeah.
Like, own it. Like Lisa Rinna says, own it.
In an ideal world, I'd love for it to be a socialist society, but I don't know. I ain't got... I can't do shit with this shit. Nigga, they ain't listening to my black ass.
Right. Speaking of Real Housewives, so, you know, I know today we're supposed to be talking about mean people. And so we just, you know, I don't really watch Real Housewives of Atlanta anymore because it gets, you know, it's just like, okay, how many times can y'all, like...
It's tired.
Talk about Candy's vagina and, you know...
It's tired.
And Portia may or may not knowing, you know...
Yeah, Portia's
about
flavor
slavery.
of the month. You know what I'm saying? It's always one or two new bitches, and they either boring... or messy. It's just...
Yeah, now they got Drew Sidora on there, which...
Girl, Melanie's nemesis?
Mm-hmm. But anywho...
Sorry.
I typically watch Beverly Hills, the white ones, because... Not because I'm, like, anti-black, but more because this is, like... I don't get y'all world. So I'm like, so this is fascinating to me. So
I don't get any of the worlds.
It's so trivial because I'm just like, bitch, what? You guys are arguing over nothing. So, and I say this to say, a lot of these heifers on here are mean. So, one of these girls was like, she was down and out. Like, it was Real Housewives of New Jersey. Right. So this girl Danielle, right? Apparently she was like an ex-stripper and she was caught up in some kidnapping shit on some abuse shit from her ex-husband. Right. Some abuse shit from her ex-husband. So she got into it with these other girls, Teresa's homegirls or whatever. And since they didn't like Danielle, they were going to bring up this tell-all book that her abusive ex-husband wrote to share it with the public just to tear her down. And I was just like... Yeah. And I was just like, that's so mean.
They do mean ass shit, nigga. They do shit. Let me tell you something about white people's mean. It's like different levels. Like, you know, we'll show up to your house and you know, fight you on your grandmother's stoop, or, you know, well, not everybody. Anyway. But white people do shit that's like, they'll call ICE on your grandmother. They'll that's the kind of shit they do. They do evil life altering shit.
Yeah, they do.
That's their brand of mean. I'm going to essentially fuck up your livelihood, and you be like, goddamn nigga, you can't just fight me. No.
Yeah.
Cowardice.
But there's just generally like mean people in this world, like on some like Barbara Thorndike. Well, no, she was racist. You remember on Golden Girls? Mm-hmm. Barbara Thorndike, where Dorothy thought grass was greener with having somebody else as a new friend.
Yep. You know there's always an episode like that.
You know, they put my favorite episode... So they took down my favorite episode, but they put it back up. It's the episode where Dorothy's son, Michael, married a black woman.
Why'd they take it down?
Because there's a part where... Remember where Rose and... Blanche come back and they're like kind of in blackface, but they're not in blackface.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh my Lord! This is mud on our faces. We're not really black.
Mama, Aunt Trudy, Aunt Libby. This is Blanche Devereaux.
Hello.
This is.
And so they were just like, "Ooh, no."
Y'all gotta stop taking shit down. You can't just act like it don't exist, nigga.
I mean, they put it back up. Just put up a thinly veiled, note like they do.
Y'all
on
know
Disney
how to be
Plus.
obscure and abstract and ambiguous in your statements. Like, why are you
just
acting brand new?
Yeah.
Why are you acting brand new all of a sudden? Stop it.
Just have a little pop-up. Just, boop. This episode was, racially insensitivo. But it was funny.
That's us who say some shit like that. That's like me and Whitney were having a conversation earlier about like meanness, but like what's subjective and what's objective. And we were like, listen, subjectively something can be mean and objectively be funny as fuck.
Oh, absolutely. like Veep. Most of the shit on Veep is mean.
Okay,
and y'all, it's funny.
And if you even have just even an inkling of, just don't watch it if it's not for everybody.
Well, so you're on season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Selena now?
Okay, let's see. Season 3. Where am I at right now?
Did she just get reelected for?
She's announced her presidency, her run for presidency.
Okay.
Damn. That redhead, I call him Not Caputo. Not Caputo from Orange is the New Black, but he's on Veep. Her with the red hair.
Oh, yes. Her press secretary.
Yeah, bald headed in the middle. He got,
the one that's married to Kathy Najimy.
Yes, exactly. Hocus Pocus. So when he called that black lady a cow, and then later on, that the big Ophi one, the Frankenstein.
Oh, hepatitis J.
Joe Dad. Joe Dad and hepatitis J are the best. But I love how this nigga is really trying. He cannot win. And so he calls her a cow, and I was like, oh shit, are they about to fire him? Like, oh, what's about to happen? I mean, they should, because he called a black lady a cow, but damn, nigga. Also, that shit was really fucking funny because it just flew out. So, later on, Jonah's like, he's blackmailing him and all this shit, but he's still gonna leak it or whatever. And he's like, they say something about him calling her a cow or whatever, and Jonah's like, he called you a cow. And she's like, no, he didn't. And he's like, yes, he did. I heard. She's like, no, he didn't. I don't know what's wrong with your ears, but he didn't call me no cow. Right. And I was like, and then she turned and she was like, wait, we not friends, nigga. You called me a cow. I just be over here dying. They are rude as fuck.
Oh, absolutely. They are
Veep
so
could not
mean.
have come out now.
I mean, it did in like 2019.
Word?
Yeah.
And they kept going with the same humor?
Yeah. It gets worse. Like with Jonah's storyline about his about the sexual assault, like him being him being sexually assaulted at work. Like
he is so aggravating.
Have you got to that part where he gets sexually assaulted at work?
Not yet. He got fired. Did I miss something, or does he come back?
No, because what's his? Because
right now he's on Ryanthology right now.
Oh God! When he becomes QAnon, essentially.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, Veep was about the Trump administration.
So the president is definitely Trump.
Mm-hmm.
When they were like, the president announced he's pro-life, I was like, oh, huh.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas are
they're
loose
Republicans.
And they never they're Republican. They never show him?
No. That's the gimmick of the show. You never see him.
Okay, that's what I figured. I didn't know if it was like what's the shit called? How I Met Your Mother, and they show her on the very last episode. I didn't know if it was something like that.
No, only because I don't want to ruin it for you. But the very last episode is there's an advance in time.
I don't know when you're going to learn that nothing is ever ruined for me.
This will ruin it because I really want to talk to you about the end. Maybe I'll talk to the people on Discord about the end. But I hate the way it ends. It's funny how it ends, but you're gonna hate who's your favorite character so far outside of Sue? Because I'm sure it's Sue.
Oh, Sue's hilarious.
Did you see that Beth Pearson is in the show?
Beth Pearson. Oh, yes!
She plays
yes!
Sue's sister. Yeah.
I saw her. Let me see. Who else is my... Okay, so I hate him, but I like him because I hate his his brand of white man. And he's cunty on purpose.
Dan Egan.
And it was really when he ran up on Jonah outside that building, and he didn't give a fuck about no press, no nothing. He was like, I will kill you.
Yeah.
He was like, I will have you killed, nigga. And shoved a burrito in his face. And then Jonah is aggravating, but he's unnecessary aggravating to the show. But he's definitely not my favorite by far. Sue, obviously it's going to be Sue. It's the black lady first. Obviously, Selena is a
Selena Meyer is the worst character on the.
She's awful, mean. But it's her. She's mean as shit. It's her one line. That's her little one liners. That be kidding me. She was like, "Do you like to fly?" She's like, "Do you like to travel? Do you like to?" She's like, "Do you like to have sex?" Then fuck off.
Or that I don't know.
Jonah, don't talk, don't stay. You need to fuck off and go back to Westworld.
But ma'am,
you need to fuck off.
But ma'am,
I said fuck off. 3 fucks, you're out.
So she mean as shit, but the shit be making me laugh.
I know. Who's the meanest person you know?
My great grandfather, rest his soul.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody old too.
It's my great grandfather. He was old, mean, and problematic. Like that nigga would be fully canceled in society these days. Fully canceled. Fully canceled. Yeah, I can't even say half the shit that he said, but because it's all terrible. But he was mean to everybody. Blacks, gays, Asians. Yeah, but then I told you he was missing fingers on one of his hands.
Well, that's why he was mean.
No.
Okay, maybe not.
No. First of all, his blood it's confused. It's Greek and Geechee. His father was Greek and his mother is Gullah.
How did they meet? Hold on, pause that. Let's take a break and then tell me how they met. Okay, hit a clock.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Top 10 forms of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a worldwide problem that's growing fast. In this video, we'll take you through the top 10 forms of cyberbullying so you have the knowledge to protect your children. 1. Exclusion.
And we're back. Thank you. We're talking about mean people and other random shit. So how did Greek and Low Country come together?
So my
I said that right? Low country, yes.
I think it's my great grandmother's whole side is from James Island, South Carolina. It has been safe to assume that every single person on James Island is related to me. Every single one. Yeah, I told you I went for one of my great auntie something's birthdays. Funerals. Total opposite. And
but say if it was a wedding and a funeral, that means it was the same thing.
Boom. So I go for her funeral, and my great grandfather had left South Carolina a long time ago. So like when I went back, they had not seen him since before he had kids. And they were like, that's Perry's grandpa. Perry. Like it was wild at the church or whatever. But I went for my aunt, great, whatever she was, aunt's funeral. And my cousin had joked with me and told me, like, everybody on James Island is our cousin. If you ever meet a nigga from James Island, you can't marry him because he's probably your cousin.
Oh, God.
And then we went to a Bojangles to go pick up some chicken. And the girl behind the counter was like, y'all ain't from here. I get that everywhere. And we were like, nah, we're here for, our aunt, blah, blah, blah. Our aunt, such and... we didn't even say her name. Our aunt's funeral. The girl goes, such and such and blah, blah, blah. She said her name. Oh, y'all kin to me. And it was like, what the fuck? And that's when it was really... I was like, okay, so yeah, everybody on this motherfucking island. And apparently we have like a giant family reunion every year. It's like a whole thing. But anyway, my great-great-grandmother is like, so the whole side is James Island, which means we are full slave roots. Shout out, we're like, the day ones of this.
Work.
You know what I'm saying? Not new to this, true to this. And then my great-great-grandfather's people from Tripoli, Greece.
That's so interesting.
His name is Konstantinos. I'm not going to say his last name because the niggas going to come back. They go, what the fuck? But he's hella Greek, from Tripoli, Greece. Lived in South Carolina and had a family. Some age-old shit. Had a family with a white woman, and then had a family with a black woman.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's so he got all that mixed up, and then he ain't had no fingers on one hand because they got cut off in some mysterious way. And so like when we would go over my great-grandparents' house, he would have to put a sock on his hand because it was scared of kids. He would noogie you with it, and it was like a hard member. It was just like,
oh my God,
like imagine like being noogied with a thermos. It was like a swell bottle. And my nana would be like, put the sock on your head, Perry. Leave the kids alone.
Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute, the feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time.
So yes, my great-grandpa Perry, who passed away in 2001, is one of the meanest people I've ever known in my life. I also have an Uncle Ruckus, like an Uncle Ruckus type of uncle.
Oh, that's fun.
The one who owned the ice cream truck that I worked on. The one who would only play Al Green from the ice cream truck.
Oh, yes.
He's an Uncle Ruckus because...
I've thought about that. Because I was thinking, I was like, that would only work in like the early 90s and 80s. Because if there was a nigga who played like Al Green on an ice cream truck right now, they would get called by the people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Don't know why people want to hear I'm so tired of being screaming down their street.
Imagine Mr. Softy going down Franklin Avenue.
I'm so tired of being alone. That's the best ice cream truck ever. What you mean? And it was
for
beautifully
us,
decorated.
absolutely.
But he was definitely an Uncle Ruckus. He called black people all kinds of moon crickets.
Same.
I know. That's why I call you the Uncle. You're also the Uncle Ruckus of the LGBTQIA plus community.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Mostly the G's.
Yeah. Listen, I love everybody with the spirit of Christ.
You do. You just also hate everybody with the spirit of Sophia.
I hate everybody with the spirit of Lilith. No, I don't hate anybody. I was really thinking, I was like, even that, that singer lady that I have beef with, I don't even hate her no more. You know what I mean?
No, that rapper lady with the multi personalities that I, am not too fond of. I don't hate her either.
Yeah, I realized that there's better people to hate.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? To focus on.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Like the baby. Hate that nigga.
Yo, everybody dropped him.
Good.
Like, everybody.
And I don't pity him at all. Like, not even a little bit.
No, not at all.
Even when I think people can be apologetic and there are people out there who have learned from their, I do not think he is one of them.
No, I think this is all.
Cocky.
I think this is all fascinating, though. Only because that this has never kind of happened before. Normally, niggas say homophobic shit and they get a brand deal, but maybe this is the first time that I've seen where things go all the way. Now, I hate that it had to be somebody black.
We always hate that it has to be somebody black, but you shouldn't have been hateful with your black ass.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been hateful with it. So it's like, what can you do? You know what I mean? This is what I was talking about on the show. When you see people on TV, like a reality TV competition shows, and there's somebody black, and they get up in there and they embarrass you.
Mm-hmm.
The baby. Not to say that he was some rap. Like coming, he was no fucking Nas or anything. You know what I mean? But Cooney tunes here and there. But you
niggas won't embarrass me because you're not me.
Yeah.
You're not going to embarrass me.
That's why you can't like people anymore publicly, because as soon as you do, they embarrass you.
I know.
Just like men.
Just like...
As soon as you post a nigga, what do? They pick a fight.
I like where they're like, it's double standard. Women get to get away with blah, 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 But, in some instances, you're right. Had Beyonce said to Jay-Z, you better not embarrass me, I would have been like, you motherfucking right.
I think that's one black people's main adage. Don't have me out here looking stupid.
Don't have me out here looking stupid. Don't do that. Don't have me out here looking stupid. It is a cognitive rule. It is a foundation of us as a people.
Don't have me looking like no dumb bitch. She don't wanna look stupid. She don't wanna be no dumb bitch. No lie. Don't have me looking like no dumb bitch. Girl, I want. Said she don't wanna be no dumb bitch. No lie. Don't have me looking like no dumb bitch. She don't wanna look stupid. Taking bitches from your.
But most of these
and
niggas.
Yet and still.
Everybody plays the fool sometimes.
Okay.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
no exceptions to the rule, the baby.
Baby.
Oh my God. So I was talking to Whitney. It's so fascinating. I know that, Americans look like buffoons everywhere else, and I just have to eat that. I can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? I can only be me. You know what I'm saying? I can only go across country or go across the world and just, I bring me. I don't represent the rest of this ghetto, but you know, I get where y'all are coming from. But it's still so fascinating to me when I talk to friends from other countries, or I just learn new things. So Whitney calls me and she's like crying. She can hardly get her words out. So I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? So you remember her man George? Shout out to Whitney and George. Remember they were on an episode.
Shout out to Whitney and George.
Fiance the other way in real life.
Mm-hmm.
George is black, Caribbean roots, which is
They're
African
both
roots,
black,
but raised in the Netherlands. So it's still very black. So I didn't really know about like that very black culture. And then it's small, but they still have a community. I think that's dope. But I don't know that kind of stuff, right? I just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But she said, George, let me just play something for you.
Okay.
For you all. Okay. Let's see here. This is the start of a music video, guys.
All systems go. All systems looking good. We're going to another level. Another level. Another level.
Freaky baby. Oh yeah. Freaky baby. Freaky baby. Come on.
I'm sorry. What the fuck?
Let me lick you up and down till you say stop.
What on earth?
Wait, I'm just gonna let you hear the
Okay. I wanna get freaky with you.
This is a British group called Another Level. And I think about 11 years ago, maybe, I might have that wrong, but about 11 years ago, they released Freak Me. Mm-hmm. And I learned that some niggas in the UK thought that was an original song and had no clue of the existence of Silk.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I want you to see the video because that's where the joy really lives. This is a group of white men and somebody with a white mama.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Wait, who's the meanest person you've ever known? Who's the meanest person you've ever known?
Shirley Caesar. I told you.
It's true.
I told you. Need no battle axe.
For the toys, food, and clothes, and for wiping your nose, there's no charge, son. When you add it all up, the full cost.
The most hateful woman in song. Next to Kaya.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another one right there.
Oh, yeah. Celebrities are different. But, like, who do I know in real life that was just mean? Oh, my first grade teacher, Mrs. Rice. I know she's definitely in hell.
Oh, my gosh.
And, and she definitely is. Because you know why? Because in the first grade... No, like,
so Mrs. White.
This is some real, like, maybe on some, like, Real Housewives shit, but I don't care. So, like, in the first grade, it's the fucking first grade. It's, like, kindergarten plus, Mm-hmm. So, like, I was always, the smarter in the class. Mm-hmm. And so, when kids are smarter, they tend to ask questions. So I'm always, the inquisitive one, like, how does this work? How does that work? Not, not on some, like, annoying shit. I knew when to raise my hand or, but, like, she would, like, actively ignore me, and she would be like, like she would say things like, you know, like, you wouldn't know this information when I already did. Like, stuff like that. And that stuff, you know, will bother you as a kid. Yeah, I was 6, 7. And what pissed me off is because later on, when I was in the 4th grade, I think I told you my aunt passed away, and so my cousin had to come live with us for a while. And so he ended up in Mrs. Rice's class at my school. And so Donnell, this is what she got. Donnell gave her hell because when I tell you, Donnell has silver teeth. And that's all I'm going to say. So,
where is Donnell now?
Oh, my cousin, he does security. He just got him a brand new 2020 like Dodge Charger. He's swole, you know. You know, he's a productive member of society. You know, he went to college. He went to ITT Tech. Okay. So
you said silver teeth, so I just wasn't sure where the destination landed.
It could have went. It was very close. Ooh, honey, me and his sister talked about that not too long ago. Let
me tell you, if a nigga does security, he's been in or he had the possibility of being in.
It was the possibility of being in. When I'm telling you, we have a praying grandmother. You know what I mean? So it could have been.
So does Ray. But here we are watching Love After Love.
Oof. Listen, the devil permeates in different ways. You know, the Lord works in mysterious ways, but so does the devil. So you gotta watch. But no, Donnell gave Mrs. Rice hell. Like at his previous school, he had mooned the teacher. I know he mooned Mrs. Rice. I know he cursed her out. I know he threw shit at her. And what used to kill me was the fact that I would go like get him after school or whatever, because you know my grandmother picked us up. And so Mrs. Rice would be like, you know, oh my God, you know, little XD, you know, I missed you. I don't know how to handle Donnell. You know, is there a way you can, you know, like she tried to get on my good side.
No, bitch, there's not.
And I'm like, you know, I felt all like the baddest bitch because 4th grade was the highest grade that our school went to at the time. So it was like, oh, I'm about to graduate. Yeah, I'm a senior. Yeah. And so it was just like, no, bitch, you deal with him.
It's so interesting that it's 4th grade because my 4th grade teacher, Mrs. White, was her name. She lived up to her name. And my mother swears to this day she's the reason that I hate math. And she had one of those peak black mother moments where she came into the school and read the lady her rights.
Ooh, but sometimes you got to do it.
I had to take a Donnell turn later on in the year because she was hateful and evil. Mrs. White, she too is probably somewhere in hell. Say hello to Big Red for me, girl. But I got her back because this is some real kid shit. But trolling has just lived in my spirit for a long time. Maybe I'm one of the meanest people I don't know. But Mrs. White, with her evil, hateful ass and her class full of black kids, lifted her arm one day while we were all we had to do to sit on the floor or whatever, for, you know, the morning time when you gather, you know, one of those things. And she lifts her arm and just scratches her armpit. Just a regular human, but she lifts the arm up and scratches her armpit. And obviously adult me is like, no, that doesn't mean you're dirty. It just means you had a little itch. Now, do you have to lift your whole arm to scratch your armpit? No. But kid me was like, you're dirty!
Oh, no.
And it was really just trying to get her back for being an evil, hateful cunt all through school. And she is probably the reason that I hate math. But because she was just one of those, like, discouraging white women who was just there to, you know, whack-a-mole black kids' spirits.
Yeah. There's one at every school.
Yeah.
They purposely hire them.
So I was, you know, I said, well, how can I break her spirit here at 9? So I got the whole class yelling that she's dirty.
Yo.
I was like, you see how she got a scratch under her arm? That's dirty. She didn't wash under her arm. They're like, oh.
Eyes up front, mouth shut. I'm really tired of having to say that today. Stop.
Yo.
And she was dirty for the rest of the year. And that was my way of getting her back for essentially just, veering my love for math into a different direction for the rest of my life. Because things take an impact on you as a kid. And you don't realize how those traumas pop up later on. But my mother recognized it. She was like, that was a hateful bitch. That was a hateful bitch.
Yo, so I'm about to tell y'all better lean in because I'm going to tell y'all a story because it's not my story. It's Chris Ryder's story.
Nigga. This is not Patreon.
No, it's not. It's not, but it's okay. It's Chris Ryder's story, so I'm going to tell
it. Great.
No, it's something that he did to a mean teacher. So, because anyway, he'll tell it eventually, but you could tweet him and laugh or whatever. But so he told me this story one time about some hellish teacher like being mean and rude, very similar to what you were saying, how like it would probably cause some type of trauma. Why he has like, other kids in the class maybe have trouble understanding certain things now. Because she was such an evil cunt, they poured milk down the radiator so that the milk would spoil. And so they had to close down the classroom for like a whole year because they couldn't get the smell out. Yeah.
Ooh, that is conniving and wonderful. I live for everything about it. I live for every. See, that's where I wish that I had like a slower temper. In certain aspects I do. I can do like, trolling mean longevity, affecting things. But then sometimes the beast comes out. That bit of Leo in my chart just pops up and I be ready to roar on a nigga. I told you about Mr. Glassel in 8th grade, the German exchange teacher who threw a book at me.
Oh, yes. Yep.
You lost and that nigga got a whole desk. A whole desk chunked at him. So, and he was an evil, hateful, mean man. But then there's like this fine line, too, between mean and miserable.
Oh, yeah.
Or is that, I don't know if it's a fine line or miserable is just like a catalyst or a foundation.
I don't know. I just feel like there's at some point, because I don't want to pinpoint this to teachers, because there's mean people in all facets, but there's just like, there's one pivotal point in their life where it's just like, boom, bitterness.
Yeah, because not every person with a traumatic experience is mean, but I feel like every mean person is mean for a reason. Unless you just a mean-ass person. You think there's just mean-ass people out here?
I think there are people who don't know that they're mean.
Like
I think
50
there's
Cent?
people.
You think 50 Cent knows he's mean?
I don't know, because men have selective self-awareness, so I don't know.
You could have just stopped that put that period at after.
I was just saying because as a man, I can understand that we have selective, everything. But 50, I don't know. I just think there's people who are just unaware of the energy they give, or they don't understand why other people are responding negatively to them, but because of their actions, because they don't know any better.
Okay, yes. Yes, I agree with you.
Like, for example, a former friend of yours, right? I don't think they were aware that they were mean or being mean in that moment.
They weren't. But I have theories. But no, they weren't. I don't think they were aware.
Right. So there are people who are mean who are.
Did I tell you said person sent me something years later, like a video from my 30th birthday?
No.
Like, just emailed it to me. It was like, this came up in my stuff. So I was
they try to future you.
So I was like, I said, oh, okay. I sent a message back. You know what I'm saying? I try not to hold no hate. I never had hate in my heart. Let's be clear. But I try, I'm not really trying to hold all of that. So I just responded back. I appreciate you sitting there. How you doing? You know that bitch didn't respond. Well, what the fuck you send this shit to me for? It's fuzzy anyway. Some people just can't let go. They can't let go.
No, they can't. They try to future you with the, that future meme where they tell about all the toxic, shit like, it's been good, how your mom's doing, I can't wait for us to get back together, that type of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did, but they said that was weird, is what that was. I said, you still on some weird shit. Let me just go on about my I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I couldn't. Most mean things that are thrown my way, I have to laugh at them.
Most mean things I hear come from children. More so than anything. And I think I told you all what Wallace said about calling that boy third world ugly.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh shit.
Kids don't have nowhere. They don't have no wherewithal. Like none.
No filter.
Zero. I had a friend get in a car one time. I think Noah was 2. And she turned, hi Noah. And Noah goes, oh, your breath stink. It's like, oh my God. And I had a theory that like kids didn't have smell up until a certain age, because with newborns, you be all in their face. Y'all wake up in the morning, you be in their face, and I'm like, they don't even wince. But maybe they are thinking to themselves, get your hot ass grown breath out of my face.
And then you be feeling bad because damn, because I really did do that all while you was growing up. Hot breath and all. But whatever, nigga, you was sucking on my titties, so it don't matter.
You motherfucking threw up on me mad times. Fuck out of here.
Right. Fuck out of here. No, but kids are
not us making them pay for being babies.
Oh, absolutely. Reparations.
I know that's right.
That's today's episode, actually.
Yeah, that's it. Are y'all enjoying these conversations with Jaden XD?
Yeah, please rate us 5 stars wherever you're listening. I know that iTunes hasn't completely updated all the album art, but we're working through it.
It's calming.
Yeah, but JadenXD.com RSVP for the live event. Ooh. It is free. September 18th, 2021. It is free. We'll be socially distanced via the internet because we believe in science. And, as much as we would love to have a live event and hopefully someday soon,
Someday.
Yeah, someday soon. People just have problems with it's not even like the vaccination part too. It's also these masks. People just refuse to wear masks. But anyway, and wash hands. Another element that people keep forgetting. But anywho, we can't wait to see you all in person. But until then, September 18th, we're going to have a Wang Dang Doodle.
Yes, live stream event with Jaden XD, the Jaden XD Variety Show. We are very excited to bring it to you. But until then, we will see you all on Patreon. We got Love After Lockup. We got Drag Race. We did a Serial live watch. We got Serial coming this week. Serial catch up. We're all the way caught up with Love After Lockup. We're all the way caught up with Drag Race. So come over to Patreon. It's a good time. And we'll see you all here next week.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.